Alright people, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you'll know when I upload the next video and you'll be supporting my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Every time I upload a new video, I'll be tweeting. Horizon Chan Song Reaction. This is Being Your Teacher for 10 Minutes Straight by the channel Casual Geographic. This is what it would look like if I were your substitute teacher. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, drink your water, hug your mother. Yeah, another Casual Geographic video. I always do this. I've been doing this for what? I guess good enough time now. I don't even know how many videos I've read from Casual Geographics, but I've been doing that for, I guess, over a month, right? I guess zoo facts, animal facts. I started with Tier Zoo, right? I never thought I would react to an animal type of video, but I started with Tier Zoo and it was just incredible. All the education about animals I have is from Tier Zoo. Then I did some Zafrank 1 videos too. It was straight up facts. This is similar to that, but it's just, puns and just sometimes it's horrifying. So let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be supporting my channel, and that way I'll know if I should react to this type of videos more or not. Comment down if you want me to react to any specific videos. Check out the cards, check out the end cards, and yeah, let's watch it.
Things you did not know about the honey badger. They're not badgers, they're African bush weasels with anger issues. They're not immune to bee stings, but they love honey so much and care so little that they'll actively eat honeycombs while getting stung. Even though they have tough skin, getting stung over and over can kill them, but they'll die before they care. It's believed cheetah cubs evolved to look like them to get bullied less. They're the only animals that are intelligent enough to have fears, but ballsy enough to disregard them. Out of all the animals they bully, they save extra disrespect for leopards. Unlike lions and hyenas, leopards hunt alone, meaning this roid weasel will run its pockets like the IRS. They're smaller than you think. At about 35 pounds, they're in the same weight class as a house cat. If you shoot one and don't catch it right in its skull, there's a good chance it's gonna walk it off and you're gonna have to sleep at night knowing this Oreo rat memed you. They smell really bad, and like their cousin the skunk, they launch stink bombs when threatened. They actually come from prehistoric Asia. They could dig through an asphalt parking lot if they wanted to. They're introverts that only tolerate each other to mate and reproduce. Otherwise, these equality symbols will tail social.
That sentence, they could dig through asphalt parking lot, is just too strong for me, I guess. Because that creates this kind of a, I guess, feel towards it, right? It can dig through an asphalt. That gives it way bigger strength than I guess we normally would think, right? We see something like this just walking around, we wouldn't think like, oh, look at that, that could dig through fucking tarmac. That is just, yeah.
Distance. They're 90% mirror-lats because you couldn't pay them to give a shit. Things you didn't know about this guy. Those weird feather things on its head are actually part of its gills that help it get more oxygen. They're only found naturally in one place in the world, and it's in the lakes and canals of Xochimilco, Mexico. They can regenerate the same leg 5 times, and they can regrow their jaw, spine, and even parts of their brain. Axolotls can be taught to recognize their human owners and even respond to hand signals. Axolotls are massive introverts that only tolerate each other's presence to make babies. They're not with the child support though, they'll lay over 1,000 eggs and then peace out of their lives forever. They play dead as a defense mechanism, but sometimes they'll do it in aquariums when there's nothing around. Since they're legally blind and will eat literally anything near their mouth, sometimes they accidentally cannibalize each other. Luckily, if their arm gets bitten off, they can grow it back. Their nickname is the Mexican walking fish, but they're not fish, they're actually amphibians. Axolotls.
You just said that they basically, make babies and just walk away from forever. So that means their parents basically did the same thing. So they have the abandonment issue. Of course, they're fucked up.
Are actually 1,000 times more resistant to cancer than mammals. Yo, nature really missed us with all the upgrades, but they gave it to this Mexican salamander. In the wild, axolotls never reach their adult form, but if you inject them with iodine, they turn into this. They basically evolve like Pokemon, and technically this is what they're supposed to look like. Speaking of which, this is an axolotl. And things you didn't know about raccoons, because why not? Number 1, they have a higher IQ than cats and are just below monkeys. Number 2, they're related to coatis and kinkajous. I said kinkajous, not the other thing. Number 3, they're technically smaller cousins of bears. Number 4, raccoons used to live in the White House. Calvin Coolidge was planning on serving raccoon for dinner, but he had a change of heart and decided to adopt a little trash panda and even gave him an engraved collar. Number 5, that mask actually helps it see, reducing glare by absorbing light, kind of like the markings football players wear. It also gives them great night vision. Number 6, we almost had lab raccoons instead of lab rats. We gave up though because they kept escaping their cage, hiding in air ducts, and even pickpocketed researchers.
Damn.
Number 7, they see with their hands. When they put food in water, they're not actually washing it. Water actually heightens their sense of touch, which allows them to feel more. The raccoon capital of the world is Toronto with over 100,000.
When you're too smart enough to create nuisance like that, you earn respect, I guess. Raccoon, alright, didn't see that coming.
Number 9, they're usually horrible pests for the simple reason that they're too smart for the average person. And lastly, in 2022, raccoons broke into a bank. Not for money, but for the almond cookies in a break room, and I don't blame them. Comment what you did not know about the fox. They're cats trapped in dogs' bodies. They use their whiskers like cats, they have night vision like cats, they walk, hunt, and act just like cats. Also, they can climb trees. They're even able to sneak around on the balls of their feet like cats, which is why they're so quiet. They smell really, really bad. They smell like a skunk rolled around R. Kelly's sheets because a gland at the base of their tail produces a musty smell. They're usually quiet, but when they do speak up, this is what comes out. One reason they're so impossible to find is because they hide underground during the day. There could be several fox families in your neighborhood and you would never—
It sounded like some kid crying, right? It's fucked up, like how certain animals could sound like that.
No. They have a freakish sense of hearing. They can hear a watch ticking from 120 feet away. They have whiskers on their legs to help them sneak around and clap mice in silence like the little cat dogs they are. They might actually have too much in common with cats because they've been known to try and mate with them. The nine-tailed fox originated from Chinese mythology, according to which they could turn into beautiful women to seduce boys and steal their livers and hearts. According to Sega, they chill with hedgehogs. 37 types of fox, and the ginger puppy is the most common. They're literally everywhere. Things you did not know about black panthers. Black panther technically isn't a species. They're just leopards and jaguars with extra black pigments called melanism. They're like regular jaguars and leopards, only they're more likely to be invited to the cookout. There's more black jaguars than leopards though, because the gene that makes them so dark is dominant in jaguars but recessive in leopards. They're called the ghosts of the forest because they're so quiet and stealthy that if one lived right next to you, you'd probably never even know it. Apparently there have been sightings of black panthers in North America, but they're all unconfirmed, so you really don't know. Which is probably a good thing because they can yeet themselves 20 feet, they're strong swimmers, and elite tree climbers. But yeah, we get clapped like chlamydia if they ever brought their talents to the US. They're extreme introverts. The only time they ever socialize is to make babies, meaning the desire to not let their entire species go extinct is the only thing that makes them tolerate another's presence. There's also cobweb panthers, and this is what they look like. Yeah, black panthers are actually really cool. Also, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. The world misses you. To be honest, this ginger—
Damn, Black Panther, so, talking about it, having a visual advantage. At night, it's a perfect camouflage. That black. Seriously, man, just walking around at night, seeing Black Panther, just by the eyes and seeing like, holy shit, that's a black. That's scary as fuck, man. I mean, any predator at night is scary, but Black Panther is extra scary.
Raccoon has confused me for years, so it's time to settle this. What are red pandas? Despite their name, they're not related to the chubby kung fu fighting equality symbols. Because red pandas aren't bears. Those gotta be raccoons, right? Red-haired trash panda, maybe? Well, no. Raccoons are related to coatis and kinkajous, which makes red pandas the imposter because they don't belong at this lunch table. Well, maybe there's some kind of bear cat? No, because there actually is a bear cat. Alcoholic otter is a binturong, related to civets like that guy down there. Red pandas don't belong in this group either. But what is this furry identity crisis? Once upon a time, scientists put this red panda in the bear family. That's it, right? Case closed. They're bears. Well, no, because scientists removed them from the bear family almost as quickly as they let them in. What is the answer? What you probably didn't know is that the word panda was first used to describe these guys. So even though the black and white DreamWorks pandas have more clout, these pandas are actually the original. Also, red pandas were put in the Aluridae family. They're the only member of this family, literally one of a kind. The best answer is that red pandas are just red pandas. What I really learned is I wasted 2 hours researching.
So they are, through the evolution, they are the only one left, right, from their family. They're not related to anything. They are their own thing. That's something.
5 tiger facts that you probably didn't know. Number 1, unlike lions, tigers are actually pretty selfless. If 2 tigers come across a meal, they'll happily share it with no issue. Lions will throw hands with relatives for a half-eaten warthog. Number 2, if you smell popcorn in the jungle, just turn around and go home. Tigers use urine to mark their territory and keep intruders out. And it smells like buttered popcorn.
So let me get this straight. When it comes to pride and honor, they're always in cartoons and shit. They show lion. It should be tiger, I guess. Because lions don't give a fuck. Tigers, they share and they're more honorable, I guess.
If you smell a movie theater, you need to evacuate before you get sent to the credits with no sequel. Tigers do impressions. They can imitate the calls of other animals. However, they use their talent for violence because they'll imitate the call of the sandbar deer to give them a false sense of security before they clap them like an applause. Tigers can't purr. So to show affection, they close their eyes. Because this makes them vulnerable, this is their way of showing trust. Fun fact, if you have a cat, he probably does this too. Number 5, a tiger's skin is striped. Meaning if you completely shave a tiger, you will still see stripes. Of course, if you do shave a tiger, you'll also see God's front door. Comment how many of these you actually know and send this to a friend to test their tiger knowledge. Here are some facts you didn't know about
That joke, man. After that, couldn't hear anything. Imagine taking all the fur out and tiger like, now what the fuck?
Snow leopards. First, snow leopards are more related to tigers than leopards. A snow leopard just sounds better, so I'm gonna let it slide. They can't roar, instead they use a piercing yowl that sounds like Satan getting a prostate exam. Which is not something you want to hear when you're alone in the mountains. They're masters of disguise. There's a snow leopard in this picture, let me know if you find him.
Oh, I'll find it. Okay, what? Alright, fuck it.
I swear he's there. They're so good at hiding that they're actually known as the ghost of the mountains because this predatory big cat is a massive introvert that usually...
Seriously, man, you gonna give me OCD with this? You're not gonna tell me where it is? Come on. But I still can't see it. I don't know. I can't understand the scale. That's why I can see it probably. Maybe this. I don't know.
They're so good at hiding that they're actually known as the ghost of the mountains because this predatory big cat is a massive introvert that usually avoids people. I mean, same. They even avoid each other, only tolerating each other when they want to mate. The male performs the age-old hit it and quit it and disappears forever. Like almost every superstar athlete, snow leopard cubs will never meet their father because he ejaculates and evacuates. Snow leopard attacks are extremely rare. There's only been 2 on record. Also, their favorite food is the blue sheep, which disappointingly is in blue. Snow leopards use their tails as scarves, just like that guy. Snow leopards were considered endangered for 45 years but were downgraded to vulnerable. Reason? They're such dedicated introverts that there are actually more of them than we thought. We have some time left, so here's a snow leopard cub. Another one because I woke up generous. Okay, last one. 4 lies you've been told about wolves. First of all, there is no alpha wolf. It doesn't exist. Wolf packs are structured by seniority, not dominance. The 2 lead wolves are usually the oldest and likely just the parents, because a wolf pack is usually just an extended family. The term alpha male would imply that wolves are constantly fighting for status. That might be the case in high school, but wolves have a little more structure than that. Also, wolves don't howl at the moon. They face the sky because it helps the sound travel faster. And they do it at night because that's when wolves are most active. They're nowhere near as dangerous as you think. In the last 100 years,
Everything you know about wolf is false. Everything. Oh, they'll, howl at the moon. Nope. Why do they look up? Yeah, because it's the fastest way to, I guess, sound to travel. Okay, so they fight for the alpha male. There is no alpha. It's just parents and their kids. So the packs, they're not the, I guess, fittest and, the best of the way. It's not like the gang. It's a family. Damn.
Guess how many wolf-related deaths there have been? Go ahead, guess. If you guessed more than 10, you overestimated them. Less than 10. 2 of them were people that tried to own them as pets, and half of them were hunters. So unless you give a wolf a reason to remove you from the census, you're going to be fine. And lastly, wolf dogs are not really it.
Okay, seriously, wolf has really bad reputation then, if that's the case. Damn.
These hybrids are more aggressive and more likely to put you on a shirt. Honestly, your first mistake is thinking you put a leash on an animal that is half wolf. Now, I'm not going to be the one to say you shouldn't have one.
That's
All I'm saying, if you come at him with a rolled up newspaper, don't be surprised if you get put on one. Once you see these animals without...
You want a wolf and put a belt around it, that's what we call dogs. Dogs didn't exist. Dogs are just wolves that we domesticated. Why would you want to repeat the process? Oh, look at that. I want to domesticate wolves. Yeah, that's what dogs are.
Without fur, you'll never be able to go back. A bear with fur is intimidating. A bear without fur is terrifying, and it looks like something from Fallout 3. Feathers are really the difference between an owl and a bipedal demon hellspawn. And if this is what owls are hiding under there, then they need to just get abolished. Now this is terrifying. Honestly, if I ever ran into a naked baboon in person, I'll put myself on a shirt. Because this is the type of image that sticks with you for life.
Seriously.
No matter how hard you try to forget, every time you close your eyes, it re-traumatizes
Put that thing in Area 51 and let people take photographs. They were like, oh, see that? There you go. I told you that that's real.
You like Trisha Paytas OnlyFans. This is a kid that looks like what happens when you go on a Tinder date for the first time after 7 months of quarantine and get way too liberal with the razor. And the result is as uncomfortable as it looks. Prickles and all. Because spines and fur are the difference between a Sonic the Hedgehog character and a mobile scrotum. You want to know what this is? Seriously, you'll never guess it. This is a naked wombat. I'm not sure why losing his fur makes him look like he belongs on a late night talk show. You know what? There's no way that image doesn't exist. Told you. Hey. If you don't know what this is, don't feel bad. I was just as confused as you. But this fleshy pink gerbil is actually a hairless raccoon. So not only does fur keep them warm, it helps hide the fact that they're built like Mr. Krabs after he lost his shell. I'm conflicted. On the one hand, this little guy's cute and I want to protect him at all costs. On the other, the longer I look at this dehydrated scrotum, I want to eye wash with holy water. But this naked possum's doing the best she can, and she didn't ask for any of this, so I'm gonna let it slide. I'm not sure what I was expecting when I googled featherless penguin, but somehow I'm still surprised. This baby penguin was actually rejected by his parents and left to die because I guess they couldn't be bothered raising a chick that was built like Patrick Star. Luckily, keepers nursed him back to health and his feathers grew back. Which is cute until you realize the crime of not being conventionally attractive would have gotten this little guy the death penalty. Any guesses what this little guy is? This is a hedgehog without spines.
Does it make you think how many of the penguins got death penalty like that?
As cool as Sonic is, under all the bravado and confidence, he's just a walking testicle underneath it all. I feel like this rabbit should be teaching somebody kung fu. If I told you the most powerful shark in the world isn't the great white.
Sonic is his walking testicle.
Hammerhead's physical stats are impressive, but let me tell you why it's a cheat code. Because their eyes are so far apart, hammerheads have game-breaking 360 vision with depth perception. They can also track you down by using the electrical impulses that literally every living animal gives off. This shark can detect your heartbeat from a mile away. Superpower is so OP they can literally find animals buried in sand. They swing their heads side to side to get a perfect understanding of their surroundings. That's not all, they have a seventh sense. Hammerheads have a built-in GPS in their head. They can detect an invisible
That if I woke up suddenly and I realized, oh fuck me, I'm underwater, and that's what I see up, I'd rather try to slit my own throat, because that thing is terrifying. The most terrifying shark is the hammerhead one, right? I saw the Tier 2 video, I know. And after knowing the fact that many of them, first of all, I'm damn sure that, you know, this would never happen in real world scenario. There's way too many, but still, look at this shit.
grid based on magnetic fields. Since all sharks have amazing memory, the hammerhead can find and memorize your position in the ocean. Want to know how much of a cheat code this thing is? Hammerheads can sense half a billionth of a volt, and in case I just lost you, they can detect the electricity from a flashlight battery from miles away. Oh, and the biggest hammerheads are like 20 feet long. They're not the biggest or the meanest, but considering God put cheat codes on a whole ass shark, they have the right to be cocky. Oh, and they have 2 dicks.
2 dicks. 20 feet, that's big, holy shit. Yeah, you shouldn't go into the ocean. Ocean is already way too extreme. Rabio, that was being your teacher. See, he can be a teacher, damn sure. I mean, there must be schools that are basically, you know, sending him mail like, you know, be our teacher, be a substitute teacher, like a celebrity teacher or something. Because he can definitely be that. But there was so much good information in this video. I think better than any other of his video that I watched. Just in the number of information that was there. I learned so much things, especially with the wolves and things. Entire thing about wolf is misconceptions, right? Anytime you ask anybody about wolf, they will tell you everything wrong, basically. That's what I learned here. Alright, well, if you like my reaction to food, like, subscribe, check out the reaction. There's a link in the description. Check out the cards, check out the end cards. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be tweeting every time I upload a video. And yeah, I'll see you next time.